Hi everyone, it's Blue Seer here. We're gonna be doing Waltz's route now. Uh, I know there's something really special, and I know that I'm really late, but I had Valentine's dinner with my mom. It was very nice, and we were taking care of that. And now I'm home. Well, I've been home the whole time. I cooked dinner. But yeah, I was sharing with my mom for Valentine's Day. It was really nice. But yeah, we're gonna do Waltz's route today. No, we don't need a tutorial. This time we're doing Waltz's route, but we're doing it where I don't look at the guide at all, and then we see what results we get, which is most likely the bad end, because it's what's been happening every time I do it. Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the crystal Lucis, protected by the rule of the fairies. The other was the crystal Terebram, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. The Lucis was stained by love, happiness, and joy. The Terebram by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there could be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. Fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe the fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked, so be it. Just as you've taken our happily ever afters, we should take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The world of the fairies, Lucy's bearers, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Sorry, I'm a little sick, I'm not gonna lie, doing this. At least that's what I think. I think I'm coming down with something. Eventually, Terebram, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The Terebram was lost, peace was destroyed, and light once again triumphed. The darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. My name is Blue Realia Britain, daughter of King General Britain III, and the crown prince of the kingdom of Angeal. At least was who I used to be. That was before yesterday when I became victim of the famous fairy tale curse. Everyone's forgotten my birthright. Now I'm nothing more than a lovely peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stopped and listened to the sound of hushed voices. There were two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hands. These two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. You two are hired to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness. As can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I did not have much interest in its effects even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak, and Jill would be better off without the dead weight. If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Jill the instant they fell prey to it. Mother is not here anymore, and she will not come back ever. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I'm on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, Blue. Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Blue. Blue. Ophelia. Ophelia wins off. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lovely baker. She can never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to mother. I take my seat next to the king and then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Rod Benedict wins off. My stepbrother is bored and quiet as usual. He's 2 years my junior, as the younger of Ophelia's children. He's mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given him by a fairy. He minds his own business, is easy to deal with, but his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She's probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is. Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. Good morning to you too, Blue. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Imagining wins off, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. She asks if we are blood, and she too were born a princess. As if she could be a crown princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butler's glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Imagining, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you? Oh yes, there are so many and they're all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. I'm happy that you like them. I love them. It's so strange the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That's because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? There are such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Blue? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps the humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches cause nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone, and so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? Our people have been toiling day and night to reveal Angel after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this? Dear, please. Blue, darling, your father didn't mean to. I'm not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Blue, you will show your mother respect. She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I'm done. Excuse me. My father and I have never gotten on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king, it has been 17 years and I have never felt any love from him. He treats Imagining Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children. Better than he's ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face so early in the morning, Princess? Let me guess, it's King, the Queen, or Princess Evangeline? Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early? I have a little orange juice to try and help me feel better with vitamin C. Ugh. I don't like being sick. It's awful. I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldria. His father, Sir Alcastar, served the royal family for many years. Sir Alcastar was one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room then. Thank you. Princess. Yes? You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. Why is that of any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? We're going to town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It's been 2 days since the king issued the order. Blue, I would like you to accompany Evangeline on one of her town outings. Surely you could send maids with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister. Step-sister. She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were of your blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Evangeline outside. It's been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. And Jill was once the grip of a war back then. Now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Jill really is. Blue, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Evangeline, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that in order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Blue. Understood. Last time I left the palace was 4 years ago. The king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here. Princess, are you alright? Won't be that bad. The townsfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? Times have changed. People change. That's precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you'll excuse me, I shall see you later. Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me, you and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They're the only ones I can trust. Like humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They always be there for me. When I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, still elegant and realistic. It was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations. But every year, at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets. A child's dream. I've been fascinated by the dolls, which always held a little greeting card. A card with the words, "I love you" on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebrations stopped as soon as she disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I'm on my way. I'll see you later, Delora. Oh. Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mithras? Sir Mithras, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alcaster. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mithras talking to Mother's portrait when she thinks no one is looking. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There is something about him that puts me on edge. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Your Majesty? Blue, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Blue. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You'll get to know your sister better, and you'll be able to interact with it and learn about the people of Anjil, about our subjects. I not learn anything I do not already know. Why do you always believe that the people around you are incapable of good? Because I've seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, Blue. If you would only open your eyes, you would be able to see how good people really are. I believe I'm already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I've seen that there is no good in you. Blue, Where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I just lost Mother and my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe then he would show me love and compassion, even just a hug to let me know someone was there. I'd been a childish hope. I had been left alone. I did not see him for months. I barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty. I know that I've hurt you. I know there is nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, a feeling our children are not part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. Blue. Enough. I already said I will go. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Blue, it'll be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany me, Angeline. I would not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me. Hello, how can I help? Victoria! Princess Imageline, how good to see you. I trail Imageline, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. Glance around the small shop. Dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I cannot understand why Imageline insisted she buy gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I am outside the palace. There's no need to be so tense, Princess. I've never let anything happen to you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You asked the impossible of me. There's no need to be so formal, Victoria. I'm still the same as I was. Oh yes, Rod's come along as well. It's been a while, Victoria. It's good to see you again too, Rod. And I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Blue. The look on Victoria's face as she takes a step back from me is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Sir Alcaster's son. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Oh, you're Sir Fitzgerald. You really are as handsome as Imageline describes in her letter. I'm sorry? Please don't mind her, Sir Fitzgerald. I'm sorry, Imageline. Right. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to give some toys, gifts for some new friends. Toys from here, are you sure? Of course I am. I cross my arms. I prefer if we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Princess. I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. I miss them. I miss their route. Good morning. Up until this point, I always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that walks in proves me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerizing, clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're here early today, ma'am. I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Oh, of course. Let me go and fetch them for you. I'll be just one moment, Imageline. Why is she smiling at me? Here you are, ma'am. Thank you. That lady was beautiful. Right? Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison. Who is she? She's new around town. Some say that she's a fairy. A fairy? Fairies have stayed in jail from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considers them our saviors. Yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Here you go! Thank you so much. No, thank you, Victoria. I hope to drop by again soon. Good. I look forward to seeing you again. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod. Likewise. Leaving the palace was a bad idea. I'm the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point in avoiding me, like I am the plague. There's some spiteful stares, but thankfully none are as nearly intense as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Right. Fritz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Evangeline walking beside me. I can decide which is worse, the staring or at company. Oh, Blue, look! A street performance! It's been so long since I last watched one. Street performance. Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz. I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. The boy named Waltz snaps his fingers. The colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Isn't that pretty, Blue? And are those princesses over here? Over there? It's an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snaps his fingers. White lilies appear in his hand. Oh, thank you. The boy looks at me, expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wry smile. Hope to see you again during my next show. We'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back to his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. There are performers like this all around in jail. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite. I do not intend to leave the palace again. But you don't like it out here? Rod and I grew up here. I love Angel, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Blue. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I did not do this for you. I'm only here because the king ordered me to go with you. I just want us to be closer, Blue. I'd like to try and be your friend. I do not want or need your friendship. No matter how you act around me, we are not and will never be sisters. I'd take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Evangeline. Stop. He's staring daggers at me. I think it's the first time I've ever seen him angry. Rod, don't. Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn and look at people staring at us. Their expressions mirror the look of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I begin to walk away. Princess, wait. Don't follow me. Princess! I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch people bumbling down the streets. So carefree, they work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they are happy, and I heard Anise lost her job at the palace. It's true. Crown Princess Blue made sure the poor girl was fired. I stopped in my tracks and mentioned my name. Not again. Anise, was that the name of the one maid that tore Dolores' dress? So my decision to fire her was justified. Palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tell a very poor performance? What did I do that was so wrong? I know that Anise, hardworking, big-hearted, very good with medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the Crown Princess is to please. Our friends at the palace said she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. That's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess. So all those times I heard the servants saying that. I always suspected they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Evangeline. That child's an angel, we all know she should be Crown Princess. Annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing anymore, so I walk away. Ever since Evangeline entered my life, I've always been compared to her, and I've become second best. I'm Blue Ray of Britain, daughter of King Gennaro Britain III, and Crown Princess of the Kingdom of Angel. I am of royal blood. She is nothing. There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess? Are you alright? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let's return to the palace. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Dolores' glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was. What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How could I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. Look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawned and stretched my arms. Good night, Delora. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I wonder what you are. Singing but who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blink my eyes open and I see Delora sitting right in front of me on my bed. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Laura? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. Hope you're ready, Princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you.
Welcome to my channel. Sakazatsukuyomi said. Why is the sassy lost child singing nursery rhymes?
Dolores is not a sassy lost child. She's a full-grown woman. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come with time, but right now...
Sakazatsukuyomi said. I wasn't talking about her.
I am also a full-grown adult, I'll have you know. All the answers will come with time, but right now I'm here to give you something, Princess.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. Doubtful.
Bro. I'm 100% an adult and you... Listen. Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? It's beautiful, too beautiful, then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch. Smart girl, I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Scream eyes. Okay, hold on. Okay, for those that are sitting there and using the volume, turn on the volume for like 2 minutes here, because I just got screaming regime. Alright. 1. Oh, I should probably close my window, because my neighbors are going to sit there and wonder why the fuck I'm screaming. Okay. There. There's your screaming. There's your screaming. I don't even know why I put that as an option. I know my mom. I'm gonna message my mom. I'm gonna message her and be like, I'm so sorry I screamed. Hold on.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. Is the hydrate stackable?
Only up to like 5 or 10 because I don't want to drown.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. I want to drown.
I'm not gonna force you to, oh my god, what the fuck? That is a stackable, I think up to like 5 or 10. Wait, why? Okay, yeah, it's a stackable up to 5 because I didn't want to drown because I've sat there and I've seen people sit there and not put a restriction on that. I would end up getting sick from drinking water if I didn't sit there and put a limit on it. Sweet dreams, Cinderella.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. Very smart.
Listen, I don't want to throw up because everyone decided at once to sit there and have me chug water until I felt like being sick.
But do it already.
I did. I chugged
Kofi Stream Bot.
so much water.
Welcome to my channel.
I chugged like 5 gulps of water here.
Visit blue_seers ko-fi page at https://ko-fi.com/bluezer?ref=Twitch.
There.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, "Not everyone, just me."
I've seen so many people sit there and abuse that on other people's streams that I just sat there and knew I couldn't do that to myself. Hey, wake up, girl. Huh? Oh, my head. You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop? Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said, you filthy child? Filthy? You speak to your crown princess in such a manner? If you're the crown princess, then I'm the queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard to have such grand delusions. I'm not delusional. I'm Blue Aurelio Britain, blood daughter of King Gennaro Britain III, and the crown princess of Angel. Right, the king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring to mother? Witch? Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I can only stare at her puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Prince Imagine and Prince Rod. And you most definitely are neither of them. What? Now get gone before you go spouting your crazy gibberish at my customers to scare them away. With a huff, she leads me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize I'm wearing tighter clothes and I do not even have shoes on. No. This cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest and reach up to grab it. It all floods back. Laura being a witch, Cinderella's glass slipper.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, "Mahahahaha."
Why are you laughing like that? This is not a dream. Laura gave me the fairy tale curse. My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. Let me in. Sorry, girl, but this place is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. The Crown Princess Blue Aurelio Britain. I must speak with my father. As I am to call him that, I have to. No one believe me if I'm addressing him by title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only make way for the king. The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, "Your account on the chat box can be banned."
Okay. And by the way, I still have in my Twitch the thing where there's a Twitch suggestions.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, "Bruh."
What do you mean, bruh? The soldiers ride 2 of the horses while the last horse is a different familiar rider. Father! I immediately moved to block the path of his horse. The soldiers moved to hold me back. Here, you know what? I'll at you in that channel so that you sit there and can do.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, "I can ban you, and your responses end."
It's not like I'm literally sitting here reading. I'm not doing anything in the chat. If you sit there and ban me from chat, it's not like the entire thing is gonna shut down. It just means that I won't be able to talk in my own chat. The soldiers moved to hold me back. Your Majesty. What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What, even father is part of this? Father, you must help me. What just cursed me? For once in your life, just once, help me. You must believe me. Tell me, Where's your family, child? Why are you all alone? He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He's looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was a crown princess and his daughter. I recoil. You must be hungry. Take this.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said.
This should feed you and your family for a day or two. The kingdom offers work opportunities to those who need them. Please let your parents know. I do not want your petty father. Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. At once, your majesty. I watched as my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. Again. Where is your home, girl? There's nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, our orders were to leave me alone. Suit yourself, can't say we didn't try. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. I'll watch with bleary eyes the soldiers return to the palace. How can this be happening? I stare at the small pouch in my hands.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Pew 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 pew.
I do not know what hurts more. The fact that I've just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage. The fact that my own father does not recognize me. Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor. I clutched the pouch closer to my chest as I run to an empty alley. I held on a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeezed my eyes shut, hoping that when I next opened it, everything would be back to normal. A dream. No matter what happens, you must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People only ever hurt you. But they're always so nice to me. That is only because you are the crown princess. They only ever think of what they could take from you. I'm trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. Never leave Mother. I'm the only one who will ever love you so much. Do you understand? I understand. Oh man, that actually, the scream might have hurt my throat just the tiniest bit. When I open my eyes, I'm still in the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I'm cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in a dirt that I have gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Ah, just look how ragged she looks. What are you looking at? At 2 women that laugh.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Then do it again to hurt it more.
Okay. Okay, fine. Alright, headphone warning, screaming
Sakaza
again.
Tsukuyomi
Headphone warning,
said.
screaming again.
Of course. You're welcome.
There you go. Silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve? Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I'll remember you, and once I break this curse, I'll make you regret your words. I become acutely aware of the fact I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here thinking on a new mess that is my life. Mopira will not break my curse. Crying will not help it either.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. The homeless be doing anything for attention now, huh? So sad.
Listen, when I sat there and was thinking up channel points, that was the first. Those 2 were the only things that entered my mind at the time. I might end up changing the screaming to something else. Oh god. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Delora, I swear I'll make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, I'll find food first. Is this all the king thinks I am worth?
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Is that a cough I hear?
Lucky God. Yeah, it is a call, because guess what? I'm doing this while not feeling great, and you're making me scream. I have to put a limit on that thing. Next time I'm putting a limit of 1 scream per stream. Okay. Leave, girl. Dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoo, there's nothing for you here. He just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve. So I think that this will get me nowhere. I bomb my hands and fists and walk away. I get the same treatment in the next 3 restaurants I try. I'm treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "You wouldn't. You're charlatan."
If I'm having to sit there and wreck my voice like this, I think I might have to. I am a crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I've been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly I begin to make my way over there. Ow. My feet ache with every step.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "I call for blasphemy."
They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags I'm wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, then I need to prioritize. And I will die before I beg. Call for blasphemy because I'm gonna sit there and limit it so I don't lose my voice during stream. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here. I took a coin from my pouch and handed it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "Of course," smiling face.
I will not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now I'll be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Minju. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey, girl. What now? We saw you at the shop. Want to share how you got your coins there? Excuse me. Look at her, brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us.
Tsukuyomi said, "You still haven't put the redeem I requested."
You gotta write down what redeem you want requested, because I'm going to forget. I remind you, I have the memory of a goldfish. I even sat there and added you at the specific channel where if you want to sit there and put down that redeem, you could put it down like right now, and I'll put it in so that the next time I stream it's already there.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "Goldfish, I already put it down." Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, way before.
Where? I see the Opera GX thing.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "Huh?"
I'm looking through the general to see. like, I'm seeing things in the chat where you sat there and you battled for the name, to sit there and remind you that you had the work, and then the Opera GX conversation, and I'm not seeing what you thought the redeem was. And then talking about ads, and then I'm scrolling through, I do not see the redeem.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, "Bruh, I swear I said in the suggestion before you split it into 3.
Game.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, R.
I literally am looking. The only thing you sat there and suggested was in the bot suggestions.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, "Bruh, I swear I said in the suggestion before you split it into 3.
There was the bot suggestion and there was a server suggestions, and I'm seeing nothing in either. Then the new recent suggestion was a Twitch in the game. And the only thing you sat there and commented about was in the bot suggestions where you wanted a goth mommy bot, and I said no.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, I did.
Oh my god, I swear to god. Listen, I sat there, glanced through chat, no suggestions in there. It was mostly battling it out with the tic-tac-toe for the name. I sat there, looked in the other suggestions. The only thing you suggested was the goth mommy bot thing. And then you sat there and made no other suggestions after I said no to that. Because I'm not having that in my Discord chat. You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over that pouch. The man on my left grabs my pouch, attempts to yank it away from me. I won't let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening and I take it. What? I pull my hands free and begin to run as fast as I can.
Said, still don't understand the problem with it though.
Okay, explain. I'm listening. Sit down and explain to me the reason why you specifically want that particular bot in my Discord chat. Huh? You got something that you need to say here and get off your chest about that particular bot and wanting it? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, because it's annoying.
Because I'm sorry, that's not a good enough reason. That's not a good enough reason.
Sakazatsukuyomi said,
Hey, where do I go? I'm not familiar with these streets at all. It's highly likely I can just hit a dead end. Left. I cannot let the pain in my feet or my exhaustion stop me. If I stop now, they would definitely catch me. Taking my coins might be the worst thing they do. A dead end. Nowhere left to run now, girl. What do I do? Or are you gentlemen? This is definitely not how you treat a lady. Huh? Who's there? A shadow looms above us. Before I could blink, a person has jumped down in front of me. His body acts as a barrier between the two men and me. Carmilla. Who are you? Am I just a passing gentleman concerned about a damsel in distress? He turns to the men, his expression calm, his eyes flashing dangerously. Now, shall I teach you gentlemen a lesson? He's got a sword. Well, come back here, you coward. The two of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "You dare to an accusing comment towards the Council of Goth Mommy Worshipper."
I said that wasn't a good enough reason. I never said that that was a bad thing. I mean, if that's what you're into, all power to you for that. But that's not a good enough reason for me to sit there and go out and find a bot
Sakaza
specifically for
Tsukuyomi
that.
said, "Also Rip Jesus is there."
Oh, jeez. Don't remind me about Rip Jesus. Please don't remind me about Rip Jesus, for love of God. Ah! Are you alright, my lady? You found her. The boy from yesterday. A little slow, aren't you, kid? Don't call me that. These two know each other. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding, my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with a vengeance. My body feels light. Princess.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi
Princess.
said, "New petition. I want Rip Jesus."
I don't even think there's a bot out there that exists. I don't even think there's a bot out there that exists like that. I don't think there's a bot out there that exists like that.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "Wanna be surprised?"
There is only Jesus and like Bible bots. There's only Jesus and Bible bots. I sat there and Googled. There's only regular Jesus and Bible bots. There is no such thing as a Jesus bot.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "I have been struck down."
Yeah, sorry. But Rip Jesus doesn't exist as a Discord bot. Lady Parfait will be able to help her. You're right. We need to move now before anyone else sees us. Yeah.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi
Hang in there, princess.
"Unless you search Giga Chad Jesus."
Okay, fine. No, there's only Giga Chad, and that's it. There's only either Giga Chad or regular Jesus, and that is all you can have. Everything is fading. A dream. What is that in your hands, Blue? It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but it died. It is all my fault. It is not your fault, my love. It died
Sakaza
because it was weak.
Tsukuyomi said, "Your FBI agent is wondering about your lifestyle from my stupidity."
I probably googled stupider things to sit there and figure things out, but you know what? It's fine.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, "Because of your search history."
Listen, man. I'm not afraid of my search history because there's nothing interesting in my search history. If that's the weirdest thing is looking for Giga Chad Jesus, then I'm fine. It died because it was weak. But this is the world, Blue. Only the strong survive. The weak are cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess. And you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes. Now get rid of the thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, mother. Oh, you're awake. Where am I? Well, this isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress when I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think that I would meet her again here, like this. Leave me alone. Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Now what? Haven't thawed at all, have you, Ice Princess? You. Suddenly there she is. Dolores stands before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She's the cause of everything I've been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger is her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots out my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days.
Said, why the hell is our stream contain S***sul contact? Even though the only thing S***sul is a blue homeless tulip just screaming it's her vocal cord off.
Because I tend to sit there and try and mark my things for more adult things, because at times there's scenes that are a little risque, like the whole thing with Rod shoving us underneath the table and then kind of climbing on top to hide, and then we're sitting there staring at each other awkwardly underneath there. It's stuff like that. Where there are suggestive scenes and stuff like that in this game itself. But also in the Cult of the Lamb, there's literally a lust ritual.
Sakazutsukuyomi said, kinda based.
It's not based when you find out Rod is your stepbrother. It's not based at all. That Rumpel's route was bad because he was he was like 24 going after.
Said, oh, even better.
It's not better, it's not better, it's not better, and it's worse, in fact. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I'm suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now. Ha. Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice?
Sakazutsukuyomi said, help me step bro Rutha.
I completed that and it's done. I'm shoving that into the corner to never sit there and open ever again. I'm not experiencing that shit again. That shit made me uncomfortable. I hated that. I hated Rumpel's route.
Sakazutsukuyomi said, so you have done it.
I hate.
Sakazutsukuyomi said,
Yeah, because you know what? It turns out that in order to get the true end, you have to get everyone's good end, which means going after the stepbrother route, although I never wanted that route in the first place, nor did I want Rumpel's route. In fact, the only route I've been so far that I've played through and been okay with has been Karma, and that is why Karma's my favorite. Karma was the only normal one. What do you want, gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in jail, princess. Besides, having you read your fairy tales, the caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than 1 or 2 of them. I don't think either involve curses, just genies and turning away your voice for legs. Ah, it's good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better.
Sakazutsukuyomi said, your Honor likes incest.
No, I fucking
Get it.
I don't. If you would have seen me sitting there playing that route, you would have sat there and realized I hated it. Every second of it. I hated it so much. I hated it. I was so uncomfortable the whole time I was sitting there playing it. I have siblings myself, and if I ever sat there and felt that way about any one of them, I'm checking myself into the psych ward because there's something clearly wrong with me. I get people have that kink, but that is not, no.
Kofi Streambot said, visit blue_sears KO5 page at https://ko-fi.com/blueser?ref=Twitch. Sakazutsukuyomi said, well, I didn't, so you just lying.
I'm not lying. You could go back onto my YouTube at BlueSearBoy and check the VOD, and you'll see how much I hated sitting there playing the entire route. You can literally go check the YouTube, look back at the video, and see that I am disgusted. I hated it. I wanted to vomit by the end of that route, in fact.
Sakazutsukuyomi said, boy kisser boy?
Not that one. Not him, not Rumple. The only boy that I'm kissing so far that I enjoy kissing is Karma, and that is because he is the most normal out of this route. He is the most normal out of the entire route. So far. I might be partial to Fritz. We'll see. Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait and I'm a fairy. A witch and a fairy in one room, be friendly with one another. Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess?
Sakazutsukuyomi said, petition to make you play that step bro route again.
Listen, come here. Okay, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I need you to 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 listen to me.
Sakazutsukuyomi
Look at me.
said,
look at me. Look at me.
I'll
look
get
at me.
Ethan on my side too.
Look at me. Look me dead in the eyes. You couldn't pay me to play that route ever again. You couldn't even pay me to play that route. I refuse to ever touch that route again. It made me so uncomfortable. I hated it so much. I hated Rumple's route, but I hated Rod's even more. It made me so uncomfortable. I hated it so much. I never want to play it again. You can't make me, and you can't pay me for that.
Sakazutsukuyomi said, good.
So no, we're continuing on. We're shoving the Rod route in the back of our minds, never touching that ever again. Alright? Alright. Glad we had this conversation. What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know I'm the princess? Don't be silly, she's a fairy, of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start.
Sakazutsukuyomi
I already know.
said, so anyways, I'll get Ethan on my side too.
No, I bet you Ethan would sit there and agree with me that I have suffered enough during that and I don't need to do it again. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't you just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince, that's all so old-fashioned. No fun in that.
Said, wait, he was there?
No. No, but I'm pretty sure if he heard the subject matter, he would agree 100% with me that that needs to just stay shadow banned for the rest of my life. That I never need to touch that subject ever again. He would 100% agree with me there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Cinderella's a girl with a pure heart. She's always...
Sakazutsukuyomi said, nah, I'll make him lean to my side.
I don't think you both being British is gonna sit there and affect that. I'm sorry. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyways, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. I'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. I cannot believe this. Look down my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they have been 2 days before. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? That was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as a princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. Dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones I wear in the palace, but it's still far improved from my rags. All my life I've never had to lift a finger, and now I'll not let them see how much they've rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting amicably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks, but as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls in immediate silence. Well, look what we have here. The Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am. I didn't think it was true. Curse for cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this. Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please. You shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. I mean no offense. I cannot believe that. None of the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gaze. What is this place? Welcome to the Merchant Tavern, a home for those with a fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Merchant Tavern. The Merchant was built 3 years ago. The number of cursed and in jail continue to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I'm also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with their cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed. How can these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone's forgotten you are the crown princess. But because these people are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying, the fairies... Sorry.
Sakazutsuku Yomi said. Now I wait.
Jesus. It goes without saying the fairies and witches are also not affected. You're sitting there misleading them with information that you're sitting there excluding. So I'm going to sit there and fill in that information there. It goes without saying that the fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to a few borders we have with the merchant.
00_Eva. Welcome to my channel. 0 Sophia. Welcome to my channel.
Hello, welcome. Parfait beckons to the serving girl over. This is Anise. She helps out in the merchant and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsy does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, princess. I'm Anise Willow. I hope we get along. Really? This is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. Oh my god. The dog is going insane. I hope my tongue is perfect leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. They're the faces I've seen in the palace before. This is Julian Valentine and Garland Belrot. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldria. That's right. They were two of Sir Alcaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. Only found out recently it was because they acted against Sir Alcaster's orders. Oh my god. Okay. Headphone warning, headphone warning, headphone warning. Someone redeem me screaming. Okay. Anyway. They were stripped of the titles and honorably discharged from service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and these are exceptions, and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. June and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the merchant. Protect? From the witches. They do anything to make sure the curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I am an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi
Your curse is a test.
said, I have done my part by talking in the patriotic way to get him. Sakaza Tsukuyomi said, Clown, stop texting.
No. Because you're sitting there and trying to get me to play the route again, and I'm not doing it. I'm going to sit there and message him exactly what he's sitting there and you're trying to get him to agree to. And not having it. Your curse is a test. A test. Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they would learn to change. Their curse was meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change, I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, and I'd love to hang around and watch a princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. Then Sir Parfait and Delora leave the room. The temperature drops several degrees. Now I'm alone. I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt. As if the reason they are cursed and have to take refuge in the marchand in the first place. Make friends. All I ever had are my dolls. I never needed friends. I will break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clenched and unclenched a fist, and he glares at me pointedly. Jordan and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happens in the past stays in the past. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the marchand. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules here. Break the rules and you get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. June's tone is cold and firm. There's no doubt she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldria. The march begins to settle down, and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk towards an empty table, realize I'm being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people treating me with any respect were Anise, Jordan, and Garland. It's because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the march is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds. How am I supposed to complete 3 when I don't even know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes, I was there picking up some items for a friend. I'm humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma. A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism was going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy.
Sakazatsuku
Boy.
said, I have done part.
Boy. Oh, how appropriate. Boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You wouldn't hit a lady? How savage. Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the margin.
Sakazatsuku said, is that God of War reference?
What? Where?
Sakazatsuku said, boy.
Oh, it's because he has a Neverland curse, so everyone keeps calling him a boy. He's not actually a boy. So he keeps getting mad that everyone calls him boy, and everyone's doing it to sit there and make him mad. We talk about it freely in the margin. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses and narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? Oh, I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh goodness, Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse. Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. He. Princess? Parfai's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her entering the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Rod. So you really are cursed. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod, so that he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sebi. Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean the mermaid's curse? What? That is my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he is cursed. Does everyone else know? Obviously, they are my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So I'm the only one you never told. I didn't think you particularly care either way. He is not wrong. I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rob with his curse. That's why he comes to March from time to time. But I don't even want. Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier. Happier. Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you aren't a princess anymore. I always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but this is the truth. So to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel. The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Mangeline didn't want me to. I'm happier too now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. and gone, they're all happier. Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in the march and they... I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain. Will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Blue. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something?
Tsukuyomi said. Now I wait again.
Did I miss something? No. Right. Maybe the fairy's right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Nu.
No. No. Well, Parfait, I think it's time to get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? Oh, you, of course. You got nowhere to go, right? She is right. I think back to days I spent on the streets and shiver. I'll do anything so long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay at the marching with me and the rest of my boarders. I almost forgotten what hope felt like. But you'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Only doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. No.
The merchant doesn't attract many customers since only the curse and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here or there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Ouch. Even the ice princess can tell. And yet you still take people in. That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good in nature to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who is in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works. It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the marching and do errands. The princess is... The princess never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. I have yet to see the karma be anything but useless. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do we even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy, nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I'd give for my old bed again, for any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What is going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other marching boarders, Waltz, Durin, and Garland, are sitting on the set, looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? Nope, the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Durin and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and niece are attending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they find in the streets? What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. Next day, Parfait reveals the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says she expects him to wake soon. I look at a tray of food in my hands. Niece asks me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I've never been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's that portrait and you deserve that look? I must say it's not to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want?
Sakazu Tsukuyomi said, sell your jewelry to invest in jewelry and build a doll shop, franchise, create more doll shops and soon over your own father and banish him to go through the same suffering you did. Sakazu Tsukuyomi said, this is the game plan.
The game plan for what? For the main character of the storyline. I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast.
Tsukuyomi said, yeah.
Well, she can't curse her father with a fairy tale curse, so I can tell you that right now. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring this tray up yourself. You are not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Blue. Come on, our guests must be famished. Seeing a way out, I followed the lure to the spare room the man had put in.
Tsukuyomi said, she can just kick him out of the castle still.
I don't think she can do that with him having the title of king. She's still a princess, so she's on a lower status than the king, okay? If anything, the king can sit there and get her banished faster than she can to him, so. Seeing no way, I followed the lure to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in.
Sakazu Tsukuyomi said, that's why I am talking about the game plan to get power.
The game plan to get power is not... It's not to sit there and not franchise her dad. It's not a money issue thing. It's literally a title of power and status that is the royal family. Do you not know how royal families work? I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise he looks young, probably his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie. He stares at the small notebook.
Sakazu Tsukuyomi said, but the dolls though.
Listen, you can't sit there and make more money and then overthrow a king just because you have more money. It doesn't work like that. There is things in place with power and status, positions in the court. You have to bring the whole monarchy down in order to even think about something like that. Good morning. Good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven. Or maybe you two are angels that have fallen out of it. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you, lovely ladies? Ah, you could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess, ah, of course, such a beautiful lady can only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. And can I throw the tray at him? I'm tempted to let you. If I see as well, oh, be still my beating heart.
Sakazu Tsukuyomi said, it does, if you are smart as by getting the favor of the court and making them elect a vote of no confidence.
You see, you could get them to do that, but the thing is, you would have to have some position of power first that you can guarantee them that sort of thing. No one's gonna sit there and follow through if they aren't guaranteed an award, especially in a court setting like that, because it's always about power in a court of like that, and what they can stand to gain or lose depending on what choices they make. Huh? You. Oh, he's awake. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of three of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Dora, patience. He might not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all. Baron finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no.
Kofi Stream
It's impossible.
said. Visit blue_seers KO5 page at https://ko-fi.com/blueser?ref=Twitch.
Aren't you the Crown Princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if you recognize the Ice Princess. What's your name, good sir? I would answer any question you asked me, ma'am, but... The man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia. I know everything about Angela, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse. Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories to get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows the notebook he's been holding onto since we entered the room. My first memories of waking up and holding this. I thought there'd be information here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Blue will leave you your breakfast here and we'll give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Dora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She sorts her across my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got a chance to read all of them. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. But then the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever.
Said. Oh, I forgot to mention I ran a dog over by my bike on my way to just do test runs around the street. But that doesn't matter, right?
I feel like it should matter. Was it a motorized bike or was it just a regular bike? That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. A classic Kawasaki caliber.
If that's a motorized vehicle, I think you are at fault and that you should have taken the dog to the hospital, if anything.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. My older brothers, to be exact.
Jeez. Don't run over pets. That's so mean. That's so mean. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's terrible. That's terrible. Jesus. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin. The little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. And the third night the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time. And if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, so long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl wanted to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said he wouldn't take the child. The queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah. The night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody had or ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. It doesn't sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the march is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Blue. You need to start coming up with good deeds. In Amnesia, Casanova was allowed to stay at the march with the other boarders, because he still seemed capable. Parfait set him to work as one of the marching servers. These protests that he remains in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not well knowing they had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness given all the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent the march began to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist, spreading the stares and the hateful looks. Rumple, you aren't here to flirt. This lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumple, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumple. I think it suits him. I will never understand Parfait. This is an amorous waste of space about as useful as karma. I've returned. Speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of. Waltz trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you survived the trip, Waltz. Thank you, niece. So this is our new housemaid. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... We're all surprised when Rumple suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been depressing monochrome. Now that I've entered my bleak existence, I see everything beautiful, blazing color, and this shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I am Rumple, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumple away for being a fool, but she remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel, I beg of you.
Sakazatsuku Yomi said. Bruh, I didn't mean to. For context, I was just speeding down the street because my bro left bike on my garage as he left for a trip, so I decided to use it, and so as I sped towards my house, I saw a slight corner where there is no speed bump, so I decided to go down that gap. Of course I saw the dog and thought it will run off, and it did to the right, but suddenly this buffoon run back to left and made me run her/him over, but I survived.
Was the dog okay? Did you sit there and hurt the dog? Did you injure the dog? That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about, gang. I'm worried like, I'm glad you're okay, but also the poor dog. Say the word and it is done. Your filthy hands off of me.
Said. It was screaming, but I fled before anyone can notice, so don't you worry. Thumbs up, thumbs up.
That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. You realize that's worse, right? You left that dog injured, screaming in pain. That's worse. You didn't sit there and stop and think that maybe you should try getting some help for said dog? Ow. Not again. I've never been interested in the likes of you. Come on, lad, give him a good beating, like the one you gave to me. My queen, there's no need for violence. What did you just call me? Please calm down, Rumpel is still recovering. What is going on? Pam, as a man, doesn't take kindly being flirted with. Or proposed to. She is a man. But your voice, your face... See, this is why I sit there and put it on the sexual content, because of stuff like this. This guy won't shut up. Your breasts. Ow! That's what you're focusing on? Pervert. I worship all aspects of the female form, but particular fate has always been... Ow! Do yourself a favor and shut up. I never would have known, but why would he do this? Don't look at me like that, I have my reasons. It's because of your curse. Yes. I am undone. My heart is in pieces. You knew him for 10 minutes. For those that can hear the music of their heart, like I, it only takes a look to fall madly, irretrievably in love. I must leave, my heart will need time to heal. The margin attracts all sorts, doesn't it? That one's entirely Parfait's fault. Alright, nothing to see here, back to work. I'm still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It's not fair that he's so beautiful as a woman. If the female population in Jill knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. And he's being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest marching boarders. You've all been invited to the private dining room. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here?
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. I just him/her a free surgery to transition.
Okay. You do realize there's such a thing called stuffing? Where you, like, get a bra and then you stuff it with, like, cloth or something to give you boobs? Prince Rod, perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. Ollie came to talk to you, Lady Parfait. But I'm hungry. I have no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come join us. Please, Your Highness.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Because I know for certain I ran the dog over on its stomach.
That's where all of its, like, a good portion of its organs are. I hope that I'm hoping that dog is okay. I'm hoping that dog is okay. Please, Your Highness, I've made too much as usual. You must help us finish. Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince? An eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say they were eccentric necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumpel.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Also, I know stuffing as I had used it in high to have a F cup.
Oh, God, jeez. Really? See, this is also why I sit there and have my stream rated for mature content, because you sit there and say stuff like this. I sit silently in my chair. I'm comfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, so my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. Meals with a feeling.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Bruh, this is baseline.
Oh God. The meals with a feeling or touch were also always awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me? You barely touch your food. Don't you like it? Dora said this is one of your favorites. Just not used to eating with company, that's all. They say sharing a meal brings family closer together. Garland. I apologize.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. Also drink tea in the morning, friends.
Drink tea in the morning. Okay, yep. I agree with the tea bit. Closer together, huh? So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess? There's no way admitting that I did not even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot you're not so good on the doing good front. You're not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? Well, that's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons. If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What is this? I hear the princess needs advice. Well, then she is in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I can teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt that I'll be the better choice as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me? From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, and all in the span of a few hours. The man broke my heart! Anyway, I'll also be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess. I'm sure your stepmother would be happy to help as well. I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind that the fact that Jin herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? That's what we do at the marching. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just letting us know if you want our help. Trust no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, it's easier that way, and yet, these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they gain nothing in return. This is the goodness I was meant to see, Father?
Sakazatsukuyomi said. If the woman you like is a man, there is always his mother.
Bro. How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? I slowly begin to understand what I must do.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. Very based, I know.
Nah. I'm not gonna say shit. I don't see why this is necessary. Of course this is necessary, Princess. You work to show you can be useful. For the last half an hour, Parfait and Angela have been debating what chores they want to give me. I can't believe they're seriously going to make me work like a commoner. No freeloaders of the march, remember? You can't pull that princess card anymore now that you're a homeless peasant. Being demoted to a homeless peasant is not my fault.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. So you agree by staying silent?
No, I don't think you should go after people's mothers.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. How cute of you.
Listen, I know for a fact that Karma's mom is still married to her husband. Not to mention, Rumpel is one of those Casanovas that's simply satisfied with flirting with any woman he sees. So it's not that big of a deal. He makes it a big dramatic thing, but it's not really that big of a deal to him, the fact that Karma's not a woman, because he could just sit there and turn around to the next one.
Said. That's just a challenge.
It's not a challenge. Stop trying to sit there and encourage people to be homewreckers. If you really think about it, it was kind of mean to demote you. Stop teasing her, Delora. Blue has a lot thrown at her already. I'm only speaking the truth. Besides, working to live is a commoner's way of life, but at least it's rewarding. But if you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, no bed. You are no longer a Princess Blue. Life here at the Marching is comfortable and you need to work for comfort. Remember that. What you do is your choice, Princess. Do I even have a choice? Not really, no. Let's see. How about cooking? How about cooking duties? No way cheaper than a salad. She got to be a receptionist.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. Kids always flirt with your friend's hot mom to make sure you always have the upper hand over them by being their stepdad.
Stop trying. No, actually don't. Then we'd lose all of our customers. That's probably true.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. This is Tsukasa Advice 101.
Don't take their advice at all. You're not only going to embarrass yourself and make your friend mad, but you're probably going to make the mother uncomfortable, and you might actually end up getting banned from ever coming around to the house again. So I highly suggest you don't take that advice. I'm right here, you know. Sorry. Do you have any useful skills at all? As a princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. I'm expected to possess skills for things I've never done. Aha! I found the perfect job for our Cinderella.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Or you could get a hot mom. Just think positively, kids.
Don't do it, please, for love of God. Don't be a homewrecker. Ta-da! As I said, it's really weird. You know what? It's a red flag if the mom even sits there and thinks that any of that would be okay. That's how you know that you should probably not be around that mom. Who will be in charge of sweeping the marching floors? What? Perfect. She should be able to do that. Could you, princess? I refuse. But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the broom just for you. It's a very own special broom. Princess does not clean. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. Suddenly the broom flies in my hands.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Then go after the dad next, kids.
Same situation applies with the dads as it does with the mom. Don't do it. Suddenly the broom flies into my hands. I am pulled helplessly along as the thing begins to sweep the floors. I try to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have you done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties. Flora, isn't this a little too much? Oh, nonsense. The princess is learning useful new skills. Mrs. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. If the floor is dirty, Mrs. Broom will come to life and start sweeping, and will not stop until the floors are spotless. What? Come on, Parfait. We got time for a cup of tea. But she'll be fine.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Go after their older sister. As if there is a goal. There is a goal, kids.
Stop. I need you to stop. Don't go after anyone's family member. Okay?
Sakaza
Okay.
Tsukuyomi said.
That, I can tell you right now. As someone who had a best friend whose brother at one point was into them, into me, it messed up the relationship with my friend for a good hot minute, because every time I went over, the older brother would sit there and come out and start bothering us, and it made me a little uncomfortable, so I stopped going around and visiting my friend because of that. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You're gonna possibly lose the cost of your friendship at that. She'll be fine. A little sweeping never killed anyone.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Care to explain?
No. You are dreadful. Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Wait, did they really just leave? Hey,
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said.
what was that? Hey, slow down. The broom begins to sweep faster. Despite my process, I'm still forced like a puppet to sweep the floors with grudging tenacity. I could barely catch my breath after that. Princess, Parfait sent me to check.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. You can't keep me on a cliffhanger. You simpleton.
As I said before, I sat there and was friends with my best friend. Their older sibling was into me. They started doing things where I thought they were trying to be my friend too, and then they sat there and tried to spring the whole relationship thing on me. It made me uncomfortable. It made me want to stop going around my friend's house because their older brother was there. Eventually, they ended up moving into their own place, and I still now talk to them regularly, but their older brother still kind of weirds me out for that fact. Because it made me uncomfortable that he was into me. How lovely, it's so clean I can see my reflection on the floorboards. I'm impressed. Don't even think about stepping into this room with your dirty shoes. Goodness, I didn't know princesses could be such terrifying creatures. You are aware the march is opening soon, yes?
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Kick him in the groin.
I just don't talk to him. The floor isn't going to stay clean forever. Then do not open the march in. I do sympathize with you, Princess. It's difficult adjusting to commoner's life. What do you know about that? More than you think. What? Oh, did I let that slip? That was my mistake. Kama just smiles at me, his eyes gleaming with playful mischief. He's definitely hiding something.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Bruh, I now think I should been your friend since childhood if I were in USA.
Why? My hands are red and sore from all the sweeping I've done today. And for the salve that Annie's offered me when I first woke up in my room, surely that'll help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find to my surprise that it's very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break the curse, forced to work day in and day out? I cannot let things stay as they are. I must act. I lay down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy, suffocating blanket. Close my eyes and feel myself shift into darkness asleep. Despite having slept for hours, I'm still tired when I wake. I glance back at my hands under the salve's effectiveness. Whatever niece gave me really works. I should ask her to make me more. I feel like this is not the last time I will need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. The people who offer me help are all here. When should I ask for help? Waltz. He was just here earlier. Maybe he went back inside.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Because I can kick that creep's groin or just make sure his life will never be the same.
Oh no, he eventually found a partner and now he's happy,
Sakaza
so...
Tsukuyomi said. And everything else that has happened.
I'm fine now. He's got a partner he can sit there and bother now, so I'm good. I'm safe now. I stop and stare at the small orbs of light floating around the room. What is going on? Ah, no, this isn't it. It's pretty, though.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said.
I watch in awe as Waltz snaps his fingers and all the orbs disappear with a pop. Oh, Princess. What are you doing? Practicing my next magic trick. I still haven't perfected it. How come you're able to use magic? Are you a witch? A fairy? A good magician never reveals his secrets. Right. Did you need anything? I take a deep breath.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. You play D&D?
Yes, I love D&D. Can you teach me about goodness? Why do you look so surprised? Well, it's just that I didn't think you'd come to me for help.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. I am bored and wanna play it but none of my friends like. Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. It asterisk.
I love D&D. I've played D&D since, God, I was a young teenager. I made actually my first homebrew in a different friends campaign with a half Paragon artificer that decided that not only will he never miss, but cause chaos the entire time he was doing it. And end up getting a dog, what is it? The curly orange poodle, and named it Pork Chop. With the group's help. If you don't want to. No, that's not it at all. I'm happy you asked me. What'd you like to know about goodness? How do you do good deed? That's a very broad question. I don't think I give you a specific example. Then how do I do good? The easiest way to do good is make someone happy. So a good deed would involve making someone happy. How do I do that? I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are embedded between the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in a thick muck.
Kofi Streambot said, visit blue_sears ko-fi page at https:/ko-fi.com/blueser?ref=twitch.
Oh no. Stop! I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, bruh, let's play it sometimes. You should stream it with you as the dungeon master and us viewers as the characters.
Oh, I've never once in my life ever dungeon mastered anything ever. I've always been a player character. I'm not gonna lie, I like being the player rather than being the dungeon master. But, I don't know. I know I have an uncle who sits there and does things that where if you sit there and buy a commission slot, he'll sit there and do like dungeon mastering. I'd say it's more like the broom is sweeping and the princess just along for the ride.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, well, first time for everything. Ragamuffin.
Aww, I don't want to sit there and pick up a D&D book and learn the mechanics. Ah. I don't even have any of the books for DMing, let alone character creation. Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them?
Sakazatsukuyomi said, do it.
With what money? At the back, please. Thank you. A cleric guy.
Sakazatsukuyomi said, I'll worry about character creation.
Oh my god. Okay, if I have to sit there, if you're sitting there and this becomes a thing where people want to sit there and have me do DMing and fucking Twitch players want to sit there and join in, it has to be, first of all, a consistent thing that you have to sit there and attend as like a once a week thing. Like one day out of the entire week of this that I stream would have to be dedicated to that, first of all. Secondly, I would have to sit there and get the rule books and all the things.
Said,
Gang, there is more work to it than you think. I just can't, unless I'm doing rapid, just continuous one-shot stuff for every stream. If you want a consistent storyline D&D stream, it has to be average attendance of, you have to do it constantly. There has to be at least 3 players minimum for that. Because just doing one-on-one is gonna sit there and be difficult. And I would have to sit there and figure out what particular D&D book we're going with, what campaign we're playing and stuff like that, and then figure out what characters and creations of things that are in there, come up with a storyline, create the NPCs, create monsters. It's a lot of prep. It's a lot more prep work than you think if you being a DM. I glare at Garden as it begins to move. You're dirtying the floor. Sorry. Garland dashed across the floor with long steps and
Sakazatsukuyomi said, well, that's why you're suited for it.
No, I'm not. To leave as few footprints as possible. This was Dolores doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This has Witch having fun written all over it. So I would need to be, first of all, taught the very basics by my uncle for DMing. I would have to have 3 minimum player we have to figure out what campaign we're going to have to do and what storyline we're going to do, sit there, work out NPCs and stuff like that. I know some books comes with like pre-made stuff, but I'd have to sit there and pick what pre-made that I want to do and figure that out, keep track of everything. I need water. Wow, completely spotless. You are the worst. Don't be mad at the broom, princess. It is only trying to help. It's doing nothing but making my life miserable. Lady Parfait, I must speak with you. Look up the witch that had just entered. She's a regular at the march, and according to Parfait and Delora, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes. Why is she glaring at me like that? I believe it's because of your shoes, dear. I've just cleaned the floor. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll clean up after myself. Right away. Good. The princess something else? I've never seen a witch.
Tsukuyomi said. We can ask Ethan, but even that is doubtful, knowing that one-word NPC.
Yeah, so that would be a possibility of 2 people, but I need 1 more. The princess something else? I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before. Yeah. The witch hardly cleans up the tracks she made coming in before going to speak with Parfait. Even though Parfait says Delora and the witch is good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not when she kills Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. Put the broom back in its resting place before double-checking my work. Then I'm done, I continue to work on breaking my curse. When should I ask for help today? I found Waltz sitting in the corner of the tavern reading a book. It didn't strike me as the kind of person that would read books. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Though to be honest, I wouldn't be reading this if I wasn't preparing for one of my shows. I don't just do magic shows.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Don't you have friends to join? As mine all are extroverts who only like to be outdoors.
I don't know. If this was a thing that was gonna happen, I'd have to sit there and sit down and ask about it. I don't just do magic shows. I perform puppet shows as well. I have to be familiar with several bedtime stories for those. You should come with me sometime. The children are always so happy at the shows. You might get one of your good deeds helping out. I've never been around children for extended amounts of time. You gotta be patient too. Children can be difficult to handle. Speak as if you aren't a child yourself. That's because I'm not a child. Waltz hates it when he's treated like a child, especially when Karma teases him about it. Besides, patience isn't just for children. It's necessary in a lot of situations.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Do it, as that will definitely be interesting and something unique. Think about it.
Okay, I'll see about speaking with some friends, seeing if that might be a possibility, and talking to my uncle about helping me learn to do that sort of thing. I would guess you might need to work on that. Excuse me? Waltz shrugs an awkward smile and returns to his book. A month has passed, I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying, though. I've been asking around for advice on how to be a good person and receive various answers.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. K, text me the update.
Alright. I'll see about it being a possibility. Make someone good? I'd say it's being selfless. I think it's important that you consider another person's feelings. Patience. The ability to soothe even the most broken of hearts. Forget I asked. Bravery. Loyalty. You must be beautiful, both on the inside and out. Right. Must I be all those things in order to be good? According to Parfait, I cannot just pretend. It has to come from my heart. Place a hand on my chest and consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. That will not be easy. Close my eyes, think of all the possible ways I might be able to break my curse, but in the end, my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? A dream.
Sakaza Tsukuyomi said. Anyhow, I am going sleepy now. See you on Sunday. Until then, catch you later. Love and stay safe, and remember, rip Jesus is mine.
Okay, yeah, you enjoy your rip, Jesus. Have a good night. Sleep well. I'll see about the D&D thing. Well, I'll talk about it. We'll see. Personal feelings are nothing but a weakness for others to exploit. That's why you do not show them. You only show them that you are strong. Yes, Mother. You must not let false kindness deceive you. People will use niceties to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions. You can trust me, Blue. I will never hurt you. I will never lie to you. I am all that you need. I love you, Blue. I love you too, Mother. How are those lessons of yours going? I hope they're not giving anyone a difficult time. I'm the only one having a difficult time. Have you tried pairing up with someone? Pairing up? Some of the people in the tavern pair up to assist each other. Two heads are better than one, as they say.
Sakazatsukuyomi said. K. Love you. Homeless Telta bye.
Homeless
Bye.
Tubby. Okay, bye. Bye. Go get some eat. Go sleep. Bye bye. It's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. Who's going to volunteer to pair up with the Ice Princess? She has a point. People may not glare at me anymore, but dislikes hate me that I'm still disliked. Most of the porters at the margin volunteered to help her, remember? And I haven't heard any of them retract their offers. It's only a matter of time. Stop it, Delora. It's your choice, Princess. Pairing up is only a suggestion. But pairing up with someone really helped me break my curse. But they end up being an annoyance instead. Princess. Excuse me, Princess. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but we've been staring at your tray and the customer's waiting for his order. Of course. Dolores has me helping a niece today. The merchant is expectedly busy and can't keep up with all the customers. Stop daydreaming, Blue. Food doesn't deliver itself. I don't need you to tell me that. Excuse me. I stretch out on my bed. The stiff mattress is little to soothe my aching muscles. I was on my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with the steady stream of people that came into the margin. I've never seen the margin this busy. I rolled on my stomach and buried my face in my pillow. My arms and legs protest the movement. I refuse to live this type of life much longer, and to break this curse as soon as possible. Why don't you pair up with someone? Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. And that is it. We're ending it there. We're cutting it off. Thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you guys. If you want to catch me, I do Twitch streaming usually 6:30, and I usually do it for about 2-ish hours, if not a little more, depending. Usually it ends around 8. Tonight was a little later because of Valentine's and stuff like that. You know how it is. But anyway, if you want to catch previous videos, as mentioned before, you can go catch me at Blue Seer Boy, spelled BLUESERBOI. Check me out over there. Likes and follows and everything do help me out quite a lot, so I appreciate if you sit there and interact with my stuff. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a lovely night. Thank you so much, and have a happy Valentine's. Bye-bye!